What's up guys, it's Bye here with another Rise of Kingdoms video. It is very hard to build a kingdoms, but it is 100 times harder to build a successful kingdom. Nothing comes easy. The people in the leaderships are always the one who works the hardest for your kingdoms. I would say Kingdom 1636, which is the one I am in right now, is one of very successful kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms. So today I will be revealing with you guys Kingdom 1636 top secret to success. Two things that usually break a kingdom apart. One is a Mightiest Governor event, and two is a KvK. How do we handle Mightiest Governor event in Kingdom 1636? So we have 4 top alliance here in Kingdom 1636. We have a T636, we have V636, we have a Hive, and we have a F636. So 4 big alliance there. So what we do, so there are also 4 cycle for each Mightiest Governor event commander, right? So what we do is that we let one top alliance to pick the top 3 winners each cycle of Mightiest Governor event. So the top 3 winners will still need to train a certain amount of troops for them to guarantee their spot. With this method, we avoid crazy Mightiest Governor event race. We giving members from like top 4 alliance equal chances to win Mightiest Governor event. Rank 4 and lower are free for all, but you can pass the certain amount of points because you don't want to like push the top 3 players to like push more points, right? To be honest, there is no best way to run Mightiest Governor event. Each one has its pros and cons, but I think with this method we can definitely avoid conflict among the top 4 alliances. We saw a lot of civil wars happen in the past where one alliance is not happy about the Mightiest Governor event and start the civil war because they want to win Mightiest Governor event. So there definitely some cons for this method, but I am not going to go into detail what they are here. But the pros are definitely outweigh the cons with this method here. So I'm just gonna show you guys our Mightiest Governor event pass like ranking. So this one we have a Babong at 170 million powers, but this one is doing KvK, so there was no restriction there. Season 25 is this one is after the pre-KvK event. So we giving the top 10 people that was ranked in the top 10 pre-KvK event their chance to win here. And here is when everything here. So here we have a number 1 players all the way at around 110 million powers. We have a second players all the way around like 80 million points. And we have a third rank players is around 60 million points here. So I think sometimes like one alliance can give their like, position number 1 or number 2 to a different alliance. That is up to the alliance to decide. But here you can see 110 million points for this Mightiest Governor event. Around 100 million points here as well. Number 100 million points. Number 2 around 72 millions. Number 3 is around 60 million here. So in this one we have Hive members winning season 23 here. For season 22. Season 22, I think we have, I think T was supposed to win here. Like the people jumping around the alliance all the time because they train. We have that Shrine of War, and Hive also have Shrine of War as well. So when people jump over to train, their alliance tag stay at that alliance. But here, we have another one here where we have a number 1 at around 110 million points. Number 2 around 80 million points here, and number 3 around 70 million points here. And the top 10 are free to all. Same goal for season 21 here. We have Tiger Lubang at 110 million points, Jutgon at 75 million, Ming Fuk at 70 million here. Around there, like we don't pass like 110 million points here for our Mightiest Governor event. Same goal for season 22 here. I think season 20 is when F alliance supposed to win. So we got Ilmin from F, but he joined Hive to train troop here, so he has that Hive alliance tag. We have Chloe Shark here from F alliance also winning second position here. Hive from Chrissy. I think this one is when I think the number 3 position was supposed to train a certain amount of troop, but that player was not able to train to meet the requirements. So we had another player that was like close, very, very close after, like behind the third position, which is Chrissy. So Chrissy took the third position there from high. And season 19 is before the current leadership is here. So let's show you guys like a quick look at our Mighty's Governor event there, and kind of how we like manage our Mighty's Governor event here in Kingdom 1636. Okay, number 2 is KvK. So how do we handle KvK? KvK diplomacy aside, that is completely different topic. I say KvK management is very, very important. Making sure everyone world records is tracked and recorded can guarantee fairness when it comes to a rewards distribution. People who contribute in KvK get awarded accordingly. No playing favorite, like letting someone get the final rewards because they are your best friend or something, right? Being transparent is a key. So what Kingdom 1636 do is that we have we use a website. We use a website to track everybody's performance in KvK. So what you guys seeing right now is, oh, where's the mouse? Okay, so what you guys are seeing right now is Kingdom 1636. We have a website that keep track of our performance during KvK here. So far, here's the ranking. We have a tint. So we got like player ID, we got the points. So the rank is based on points, total points. And the points is generated based on the number of kills, number of deaths, kill T4, kill T5, and death troop here. There is a formula behind it, like how the points is calculated. Like people they make sure that it is fairness for like big player as well as for small player as well. So small player, we use a different formula to calculate the points comparing to like the big players. But show you guys a list of ranking here to see like how we are tracking the performance from everybody here. So here we at the top we have what? We have Tintin at 100 million points. A very big player, 185 million here. Tiger Lu Bang is around 99 million points here. A lot of T4 and T5 kill, a decent amount of death troop as well. We got Big Black Bee, 74 million points at number 3 here. Han the Devil is 72 million points here. Babong 63 millions. And at number 6, you have me, 58 million points. Here's the kill and death from what I have so far in the KvK. 8 million T4 kill, 8 million T5 kills. A very, very easy way to keep track of everybody's performance. And I think it is probably the best way to be so transparent when it comes to like the final reward here. Like if you see your name on the list, like if you like in the top players, top contribution, and if you don't get it, you can like obviously appeal to one of the people in the leadership, be like, hey, my performance is it, and how come I'm not like getting this and that. So that is how we keep track of the kingdom performance. Everybody in the kingdom have access to this website. You can look up for anybody, like any player by the player ID here. And so let's go and take a look at, maybe we'll look for someone who like maybe a small players. So far we see a lot of player at 100 million power, like 80 million power here. We have this player here, like what, 56 million power? A 56 million power player here at rank 17. So like a very, very active fighter, I would say. 12 million kills. So very, very active fighter here for like a small players. Let's go and look for someone else. That's just to show the fairness in Kingdom 1636 here. Like we have a whole bunch of like big players here, but they are not ranked at the top, right? But they do still have a contribution here to the kingdom. Decent amount of kill, decent amount of death here. Let's look for like some small players, because here we got now a small player here, like 56 millions. 8 million kill here, like 4.65, 4.64, almost 4 million T5 kill here, like very, very high score here for like a small player. 69 millions. Pretty decent player here as well, 10 Italia. Anyone else that was mentioning here, like I want to see like a small player. So in case you're like, oh, how can I perform if I am like a small player in Kingdom 1636 here? We have some like 70 million power player here. Very, very good from this player. Like very, very active fighter here for small players. We have this player here, a 49 million. Like a 49 million power player here, but rank 59. Very, very active fighter, I would say. Like 4.7 million T4 kill, 3.6 million T5 kill here. Like very, very active. Like this guy don't even have a full T5 marches, I can tell. Who else? Who else worth mentioning here? Let's go to the list of like top 100, and we'll see. This one 42 millions, but like 3 million deaths. So this guy probably, from the stat I can tell, this guy probably got 0 somehow. Like probably got 0 here. Like 3 million death tube for like a 42 million city. Definitely this guy, one of the guy got into the King's Land and got 0 by the enemy here, right? So like they probably got to take in consideration of like, hey, this guy got 0. Like he didn't contribute a lot to the kingdoms, and he's probably got removed from the final reward list there. And if he's coming back and be like, oh, like I am rank 63, but hey, you got 0 in Kingsland, you didn't contribute. Like you feeding the enemy kills, you making the people in the kingdoms like sacrifice troops to protect your city, right? So he might not, this player here, like a small player, but he might not get the final rewards because he got 0, I think. I don't think he's sent like 2.6 million troop inside a flag or structure here. Let's go to number 8 here. We got another 42 million. Probably got another player got 0 here. Like 2.3 million death troops is very, very high. Even higher than some of the top players. So definitely got 0 here. We got a 37 wall. So this guy, Cupid crazy here, right? I think Cupid crazy from Hive Alliance. Very, very active T4. Like very, very active T4 fighter here. Like a 37 million power players. But he's ranking at 76 in the kingdom overall ranking so far. At like 25 million point here, 3.3 million T4 kill and 2.7 million T5 kills. Very, very high there. And very good with like contributing to the kingdom fighting here in the Kinglands as well. 600,000 death troops there. So very, very good there. Good job there for Cupid Crazy. Big shout out to him. Like a very, very small player here from Kingdom 1636. But perform extremely well, like much better than some of the bigger player, I would say. Let's go to like top 10, the top 100 players here. Any other small players that I can give a shout out for here? 100 million, 70, 100 million here, 65 millions. Decent performance for like a 65 million power player here. Let's go to top 100 here. Like we got some 43 million power player here, like Bill Fake Noob. I think another player from Hive Alliance here. 3.2 million T4, 2.3 million T5 kills, so very, very active fighter here. Tiger Chum is from T, I believe. 47 million power C here. Like, even if you like a small T4 players, like as long as you contribute to the kingdom KvK, you gotta be on the list for the final reward here, right? Like you don't have to like, you know, like depend on someone else, like to be like, oh, am I your favorite? Can you put me on the list? Like if your name on here and if you contribute to your kingdoms, there is no way the people in the leadership not gonna put you to the list for like getting some like of the achievement or some of the reward for KvK, right? So very, very fair from Kingdom 1636 when it comes to KvK, I believe, and very, very transparent as well. And I think this is probably one of the reasons why like we have very, very successful KvK. Like people always contribute because they know that hey, whatever you put in, the effort you put in the kingdom, they are like recorded. And this one is just like the most recent like record only. It's not over yet, right? So we still Kingsland just now, like we still have the level 8 pass opening. We still have the level 9 pass opening. So the let me show it here. Oops. So we still have the level 8 pass opening, level 9 pass opening. There's still gonna be a lot more fighting, and that record is not finalized. So just an FYI, that the record here is it getting updated constantly, so that it can like constantly keeping track of your kingdom member performance. And I think this is probably one of the best thing ever I've seen any kingdom have done. I would try to keep track of my kingdom members before in 1291 on their performance, and it's like require a lot of work. And like for us to have like a website to keeping track of everybody's performance, it's a big thumb up there. Like if your kingdom haven't tried it yet, try to look it up, like how you can like sign up for this website and start tracking your kingdom member performance and give the reward for the people who deserve it. You know, like back in my old kingdom, we have people who like fighting very hard, but they are T4, and like at the end of the KvK, they were left out, and they were like people were making space for like the bigger player because oh, they got big spenders, so let's give them the spot, even though they barely contribute to the KvK, right? So I would say a very very good job there. I would say thank you very much to the leadership from Kingdom 1636. I think they do have to pay a little bit for this website. But again, like small costs for like a huge impact to the whole kingdom performance. Yeah, I would say. Uh, so yeah, like I just want to share with you guys like what some things that like I think Kingdom 1636 do really well, and I think many other kingdom can also try probably mirror it or try something similar. Like Mighty's Governor event, maybe not. Like maybe if your kingdom doesn't have like 4 alliance, you can try with like 2 or 3 alliance. That is up to you guys to work it out. And for that website, I think you can Google it, and you can probably look it up, or just do some manual work, right? Like when your kingdom members, they know that their performance are tracked and they have a chance to get the final rewards. I would say they are more likely to get involved into the KvK, I would say. So just want to share with you guys some information that I would consider top secret from Kingdom 1636 today. Thanks for watching, guys.